Go and read the document for Odessa Primus. And Odessa Primus, she put up something big is coming. How the fuck she know something big coming? I didn't know something big coming. If I didn't know something big coming, I would have been in Guyana.
And if one is to say that that is not so, then that is merely a demonstration of your ignorance. Because Azadine is not the only person, nor is his father the only person or persons who are sanctioned in this country.
If this is a deliberate tactic to prevent him from taking that role, then all I can say is that we're at a very sad state in this country.
He went to a fictitious university. Now he's in Dubai or Saudi Arabia. You know, official ties and such. While we're being fucked. Guyanese, congratulations.
Guyanese brothers and sisters, you know, the more I listen to President Ali and the affiliates and cohorts of PPP and the Vice President Barra Jagdeo, the more I believe these men believe everything in Guyana, the patrimony, all the resources beneath the ground and above the ground belongs to them and them alone.
Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried.
Let me talk the things the banner. We're going now. Let's start the things TV. What's up? It's the weekend, guys. Welcome back to a fresh upload of a fresh update, guys. You know and you see how we started this upload. You see what we got coming up in the upload. You see what's the thumbnail. You see what's the title. So obviously you guys know what we got on the menu. We're bubbling in the pot, so we're not gonna waste no time wrong. Yes, sir. But before we go any further, remember, if it's your first time over here, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on. Make sure you put it on all so you'll be notified when we drop a fresh upload or we go live. Okay? And I just want to say I really appreciate all the love and the support you guys have shown me right through. Continue dropping those comments and continue liking up the upload them that we drop. Alright, guys? So don't let me waste no time. Let's jump into these topics that we got for you quick and fast. Let's get this.
She said that no stop walk, so she want leave. I wonder what Lord do to she. Oh Lord, why she call leave? Well, it's the boss of the boss, Gucci Boss, representing for Let's Talk the Things TV YouTube channel for all your Guyanese updates. Partner, listen, this is all about entertainment news, all the mix-up, all the gossip, all the Guyanese things them were going on in and out of Guyana for the diaspora. People, let's talk the things. Alright, TV, I want you to subscribe to this thing, so trust me. The Patagola Shida, too, she have a big uncle. Let's gossip about it. Oh Lord.
Well, viewers and subscribers, as we still there in the season, Jesus Christ, of the Mohamed's family being arrested. Yesterday it was, Jesus Lord, guys, and I'm telling you, tensions is in the air, everything is up. You know what I mean? As we got so much information to bring to you, day by day we got to drop something. So you know you saw the first upload, this is a second upload upon that. And we gotta let you know, we got a video by the man called Critics, whereby he came out basically and he had something to say about the whole Mohamed situation. Viewers and subscribers, we're not gonna waste no time. Carry on here saying normal today. Let's jump into what critics have to say about the situation.
Surrounding what's happening, what's been happening. It seems that Guyanese are prone to misinformation. So there's a lot of confusion surrounding what happened today. Pass the bag for me. Let me get the indictment document. A lot of confusion surrounding what happened today. And it's not very difficult to see. It's just that Guyanese seem to be operating at that level of stupidity that they can't see or refuse to see. I don't know how so. I don't know how that works. Honestly. How this level, how does it work for Guyanese? Sometimes I'm confused. So, I have been saying one thing all the time. The Mohamed story has changed at least 10 times. I'm talking about the serious aspect of it. Their story changes every time something happens. Today, outside of the court, Odessa Primus had one story. And her story is contrary to her post earlier. Azadid Mohamed had one story. And the father has another story. No, I can't be vexed to get bail. Just like when I went to court for Brian Max and my other cases and I get bail, I can't vex nobody get bail. Now let me tell you how the judicial system works. I can't vex nobody get bail. That's how the system works. Right? When you go to court, no matter what the circumstances, you're entitled to bail. The magistrate could not do it if she could not do it. Let's tell you something. The laws don't allow the judicial system to operate by a magistrate decision alone. The magistrate is guided by the laws. And when I go to court, this is about vex and vex. This is not a little children thing. This is an educational thing. If you ain't got something solid to say, block them. And this is a good time opportunity to see the scrapheads, the hungry bellies, the lowlifes. I'm not interested in fucking hungry belly, lowlife people. I've been always telling you, people is offended by me saying, I ain't interested in fucking hungry belly, lowlife people follow me. I don't give two flying fucks. I don't make money off of fans. You understand? I don't make money off of fans. Good. Just so y'all know. I tell you from the beginning, sanctions coming. Mohamed said they know nothing but no sanctions. Sanctions came. I tell y'all about, when you look at these comments, it becomes worrying the world over for black people. I just get worried. When I see the comments and see the people them name, I feel worried. I feel worried like a skunt. Y'all know I black, right? Ethnically, I black. But mentally, I totally different, boy. Ethnically, me here, I just got put things inside for relax it a little bit. Me head hard. I black. But mentally, I totally fucking different. Right? I just want you to know. Because when you are fucking around and everybody jumping up, hey, hey, ho, 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 it's the same fucking thing I said from the start. Indictments. Sanctions. The sanctions came. Mohamed sanctions said the sanctions gonna go away. Everything will be off. Odessa Primus come back and tell you everything will be out there. Don't worry. Sanctions, all the lawyers telling them everything is gonna be okay. Odessa Primus, Azadin Mohamed said today after court that how I get in the information before how I get in his story. Some dancing and some Robin Singh got the story before anybody else. He had the story all the fucking time. He knows he's going to be extradited. His lawyer sent a letter to the Ministry of Home Affairs saying we will not contest, call where we go come in. How this country, he knows since the 6th of October, Asadin Mohamed, through his lawyers. Let me get the picture, man. I know what game they're playing. You see this document on Odessa Primus page? Go and read the document on Odessa Primus. And Odessa Primus, she put up something big is coming. How the fuck she know something big coming? I didn't know something big coming. If I didn't know something big coming, I would have been in Guyana.
Well, viewers and subscribers, as you just know, heard Critics. So, Critics was out the country. Because I can remember on We Live, a lady call and see the we country in any country. So, he is out the country. Because I know if you're fact, Critics would have dead there. When Mohamed get arrested, you mad Critics would never miss the moment. You understand? This is why you can't bother with people. But yo, Critics is crazy now. He was on a live here, but he talk a whole heap of things. This is also a piece we get. We're going to drop some more as we go through. Now, we mentioned about Odessa Primus dropping a post saying something big is going to happen. Now, you guys can remember on the last upload, we did show you that post. Myself is wondering if she was speaking about this situation that happened with Mohamed. You understand? So, even listening to Critics, we hear he said, oh, he had to get bail. But something still is going on. So, we got Odessa Primus right now giving her feed upon the whole situation. Viewers and subscribers, take a listen.
Well, I have no information that most people don't have in that we know that both of the Mohammeds were arrested separately, and the government has indicated that the US has asked for them to be extradited. And based on what has happened today, because I was told this morning, and this is just hearsay, I cannot confirm or deny that the court was shut down this morning to facilitate Ms. Judy Laxman being moved from the court that she is usually at and brought here. And there was some sort of upheaval here because nobody was told or prepared for her coming, so she just went and sat in what I, based on information, is Court 7. And then subsequently, because while this was happening, both of the Mohammeds were still free. Momentarily, they were both arrested and taken to the police station, of course, which is public information. For those of you who may be wondering what we think about what is happening currently, it is obvious to this entire country that the government is controlling and manipulating this entire process. And if one is to say that that is not so, then that is merely a demonstration of your ignorance, because Azzedine is not the only person, nor is his father the only person or persons who were sanctioned in this country. Was May arrested and thrown in the back of a vehicle? No. We have another list that subsequently came up with persons who were charged, were sanctioned, in relation to cocaine trafficking. Do we see a speedy interest in getting any of these people out of the country? Absolutely not. In fact, and again, this I cannot prove, but what we have been hearing is that the police who was sanctioned is still being paid by the government of Guyana. And so, as we would have seen, even during the campaign, the fight against the Mohammeds has been greater than any fight that we have seen. In fact, there has been no fight as it relates to other persons who were sanctioned. So it cannot be a matter of the government wants to do right by the people, because we can't want to do right by the people by only dealing with some of the people and not all of the people. So if it was a matter of doing the right thing, as you would have seen through the government's puppets and minions over the last couple of days, they have been hinting to something big coming. And for some reason or the other, most of what comes from the government is Mohammed oriented. And so it was, I guess you could have preempted that this was coming. And so I don't think that this has been a shock or a surprise to anyone. But I do believe that democracy in this country is significantly threatened. In the face of real opposition, this is the stance that the PPP government has taken to fight the opposition. We are mere hours away. I know you haven't asked any questions, but I have a lot of things to say, sweetheart. So we are mere hours away from the opposition, the reconvening of Parliament. But it's not even about the Parliament, because it's specifically about the opposition, about the main opposition party. And as Barajagdio would have mentioned publicly, and the story was carried by most of you here, that he is not inclined to work with the Mohammeds. And so the actions that ensue thereafter aligns with what the president, Barajagdio has said, sorry, slip of the tongue, has said in his live weekly updates.
Let me ask you a quick question. If Azadine Mohamed is not released today, is the party still going to go to Parliament?
We were elected by the people, sir. We are going to Parliament. And that is it. There is no ifs, buts, or maybes. We are not here to serve ourselves or our interests. And if the people see and have faith in us as a party, whether or not Azadine is released today, the music will.
Well, I telling you, and I know lie. On a serious note, she do have a point. On a serious note, is more than one person has been sanctioned. And this is why I keep saying to myself, where are the rest of persons? Where is this mayor? You know what I mean? This mere individual, where she is? Where are thou? Why this thing only pointing to Mohamed? Why this situation is only pointing to Mohamed? And we know for a fact more than one person has been sanctioned, person from the government. So is it the government trying for keep the people on the down low and let blow under the carpet? And Mohamed got get it rotten out? Let me know. I don't know what's going on. Drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this situation here. Now, as we continue talking the things, we got Mohamed's sister. You understand? Making it clear that what they're doing to her family is blatant, a disgrace. Viewers and subscribers, take a listen to what she had to say.
Yeah, I don't really comment because I haven't spoken to a lawyer, but if this is what democracy looks like in Guyana, then we're in a very sad state. Nearly 110,000 of Guyanese citizens voiced their choice on September 1st for their representative, and if this is a deliberate tactic to prevent him from taking that role, then all I can say is that we're at a very sad state.
Could you tell us a little bit about the nature of the arrest of your father? Apparently he was at Lombard Street, if you know what happened.
Yeah, I heard that. I did hear that they arrested both my brother, Azrin Mohamed, and our elderly father, Nazar Mohamed, confiscated their phones, and as well as the phones of their employees. And I heard that they threw Azrin Mohamed in the back of a pickup truck on direct orders, and our elderly father in a car. So
Who's the lawyer representing them?
Sian John.
Okay. Could you give us an update when you come back out?
Yes, thank you.
No joke. We going in a wrong state. Anytime, I don't even want to say nothing bad, but it is what it is at some time, because then I keep saying like me blood pressure is raised. For know that it's 5 years, 5 more years and then. But I know if you're fuck the freaking the man when he Mohamed. They only playing and saying that to them and freaking. It's showing clear. Because if they can bring in the rest of people them that got sanctioned and only forcing it on Mohamed. If everything is Mohamed, this, study, then one link Mohamed with the bombing, this, dot, did. What really is these people, MIs? Viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this.
Chinese brothers and sisters, you know, the more I listen to President Ali and the affiliates and cohorts of PPP and the Vice President Jagdio, the more I believe these men believe everything in Guyana, the patrimony, all the resources beneath the ground and above the ground belongs to them and them alone. These men act as if they do not have to keep any kind, like there doesn't have to be any kind of quorum with the Guyanese people when it comes to whatever they want to do with our wealth, however they want to in-depth our country. These men believe like Guyana belongs to them and we are just a labor force. Because it's like we have no saying anymore. Listen to what Mr. President would have been saying as he was attending the Saudi Arabia conference. President Ali this morning presented a blueprint of the Guyana's developmental agenda for 2030 and beyond, even as he admitted that the country does not currently possess the human capital to push the agenda. Just imagine these men wouldn't even pay the little of us that are here. Fair salaries, these men planning to bring in other people. These men don't have any intention of making you guys live at ease, you know, Guyanese brothers and sisters, and they say it blatantly. These men believe the wealth of this nation, all of the benefits that we are reaping now as a country is just for them and their friends and their family alone, brothers and sisters, and you can't tell me that you guys don't see it now. Speaking at the 9th edition of the Future Investment Initiative being held in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia under the theme, The Key to Prosperity, Unlocking New Frontiers of Growth, the President said Guyana will forge ahead with its developmental plan by utilizing models that worked in countries like Qatar. And to do all this, we know like Qatar, we will have to bring in people. We will have to bring in talent. We will have to bring in investment. We will have to bring in technology. So that is what we are doing. We don't have the time or the human resource asset in terms of numbers to start from scratch. We have to bring in the models that are proven and then advance it for our development, the President said. The President told the forum that the country's oil resources have ignited a pace of transformation and allowed the country to make investments in education, human capital, healthcare, and technology. He said investments will also be made to ensure the country has the most skilled workforce and personnel. But President Ali, like these skilled workforce and personnel aren't going to be Guyanese. Because according to what you just said, you bringing in talent just like Qatar, and you bringing in people, and you bringing in investment and all of these things. These men will say anything but say the right thing, brothers and sisters. We have had our people living in poverty too long. Now it's time for the oil wealth which we use to advance our infrastructure to actually meet the average man. That is what true humanitarian president was said. These men are speaking like dictators, like autocrats, like totalitarians. These men are speaking like people that are more in love with things than people, that put infrastructure over people and politics over people. These men aren't speaking like they have any intention on ensuring that the teachers are paid fairly. Like they want to see the nurses' salary mirror Barbados, mirror Grenada, mirror Montserrat. These men want to build up their utopia, build up their surroundings of their affiliates and cohorts, because these men have forgotten Linden. These men have Linden looking like a forgotten land, like just some people that have crossed over the border illegally and are just fending off the ground. Come to Linden, brothers and sisters. Look at the way they have us living. Look at the infrastructures of your brothers and look at the infrastructure of your brothers and sisters. They have us living hand to bills across the length and breadth of the cooperative republic, and these men don't want to address it. The president noted that in order to compete in the global system, there must be the right infrastructure, education system, healthcare, food supplies, food systems, etc., which the country is trying to build on, but also actively pursue technological advancement. In our case, you are now able to have energy that will be competitive and will also allow us to compete in energy infrastructure, of which digitization and AI will be a big part of. These men just talk and talk and talk. A bunch of ostentatious parading of verbiage, misquandering as leadership. This is all this is. Malarkey. These men continue to talk over the head of you Guyanese brothers and sisters. And these men continue to show you clearly that they believe the wealth of this nation, the resources of this nation belongs to them. and who they say it should go to. By now you guys know. The people that is go to are the people that will step away, that will stand against their brothers and sisters. The people that whenever their eyes open to the fact that the country is rich and they realize that the wealth of this nation has multiplied 700% and that the gross domestic product has continued to skyrocket and that the economic growth is advancing quickly and that some people are getting rich beyond our wildest dreams, the people that realize that, the only ones that benefit from the government frugally and actually are the ones that join the skullduggery and the ignorance that they are going on with. The exemption of 60 and 70% of Guyanese from the wealth of this nation. The financial subjection. The poverty that they've cast the 45% of Guyanese that are living at and below the poverty line into. These are the people that get affected. They want you to stand against them. They want the teachers to continue to live on the bills so that we can be for sale to them, the highest bidder. Because they are holding on to the money for themselves and they're using it as a tool, making us have to sell our integrity, our human decency, our empathy and our humility because we want to survive in the country of our birth. I do not want this for you guys. You guys can see it clear as day now. Listen to the president's tone. They are moving ahead with their agenda. They're hearing the Guyanese people crying out that the blackout got us busy. They're hearing the Guyanese complaining that we don't have clean running water consistently. They're hearing Guyanese saying the salary is crushing us because the cost of living has risen so high. We are saying that the inflation is crushing us. Our dollar no longer has the value it used to have. We are saying that in a heat wave, we deserve consistent electricity. The people have to afford AC. The government is playing as if they're not hearing us. They're acting as if what we're saying doesn't matter. We're saying that the roads are substandard that they've built in many communities and is causing many communities to flood. They're acting as if this is not going on, brothers and sisters, and are just moving ahead with their agenda like the president said. And you guys are sitting there, looking at your children, living in your small house that is hot as hell. When they give you blackout, you run to the pipe, you turn it on, there is no water in the pipe. And we have the power to change all this dysfunction. All we have to do is stand together. Everybody in every segment of this country that works should just stop working for 1 week. 2 weeks, bring this government to its knees. Then they will realize how important the people are, the human resource are. Without us, brothers and sisters, this country can't run. All these resources right now that the president can be flying to Saudi Arabia and Suriname and Dubai and Qatar and India. All the resources that are right now ripening and harvesting and ready for Guyanese people that they are hogging for themselves. It is you and I that work these resources. It is you and I. The human resources are the human resource is the most important resource. From the teachers, all other profession flows. The nurses and the doctors and the medics, the pharmacists, the lab technicians, the nurse aides, the chiropractors, they keep the workforce healthy and strong so that we can produce said resources. The police and the soldiers keep us safe so that there's a low level of crime in this country. And yet still the government want to overlook you. And the president in another country speaking as if he don't even care about what we are saying. They are going to be moving ahead with pushing their agenda, and they need human capital, so they're planning to bring in people. Mr. President, you are really showing us exactly what are your principles and where your love lies. And your love seems to lie in things rather than the people that you swore an oath to equitably disseminate the wealth of this nation to. Always remember, Mr. President and Mr. Vice President, God is watching. You could fool the people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time.
These people, they ain't got time with God, boy. But I'll tell you this, all who ain't got time with God, all who don't have time with God, yeah, weeping coming. Me, not me. I ain't doing nothing. You understand? When it come to gaining no riches by losing me soul. Not me. I don't know why going, if I go in hell or heaven. But you better believe it. For now, I ain't selling my soul. Wherever I go when God fucking came me out for this orientation, I go in. Me ain't got time because I don't do what I gotta do, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, what he's saying is that, just like what this brother said, is absolutely indirectly, that's what the government is on. You understand? Because when I sit down and I watch the piece of video with the president speaking at the same function there in Saudi Arabia, you know, I could see it's just a show he there on, like he just want, yeah, we got this and this and thing. I tell you this, I always say I think at a song go like this. From me, a little boy, mama give me the heights of reasoning. So me not for use my head pump people. You understand? Me not trick nobody, sell no dream, try to pretend or nothing. I be real. And this with these banner them not. They are not real. For viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. That's crazy. Anyway, before we jump out of here, I got this brother here so sending a serious piece of message. I want y'all to take a listen.
So the Venezuelans have committed an act of war. It's not a Spanish man, it's a Venezuelan man. He speaks Spanish. Y'all Lord Barat in 1998 obviously gave Venezuelans concessions through the mouth at the top of the map there on Coco, Orinoco. He gave them those concessions. The men that are coming over here, the Venezuelans, I made a video earlier in the year, they are military trained. They are not just military trained. Most of them, I would like to think, are part of the special forces, which know about espionage, spying, and all of these things. Our dear, the man with the 19 distinctions of Soku, he doesn't have an iota of how to lead a defense. He went to a fictitious university. Now he's in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, you know, official ties and such, while we're being fucked. Guyanese, congratulations. You played yourselves. You voted for the demon called Barat and the dunce called If Fraud or Air Fraud 19. Yeah. Trinidad said that they're deporting all the illegal immigrants, keeping them in detention centers and so. 19 fraud. What are you waiting for? What your Minister of Home Affairs? Umbridge? Umbridge? What's she doing? Guyanese, you played yourselves.
Man got me killing myself with laugh, boy. I tell you, the man said Barat. Yo, hey, but the man ain't lying. That's why I thought really the government would have started to do. Start get these people them out of the country. You see, we know for a fact Donald Trump doing certain foolishness with ICE when it comes to the ICE thing. He going overboard, right? But when I think about the tactics of getting these men out of the country, that's what I'm talking about. The government's supposed to start getting these men out of the country, hearing immigrants will be receiving some electric EID card. Spears, Contes, this by no. If the man said the Trinidad Prime Minister already wrongs up Venezuela for get them out. Can remember, we named Sadman, Maduro, don't threaten them and threaten Guyana. Say anytime the US use their grounds to enter Venezuela, it's some serious bombing gonna happen to the two countries. And I think Barbados too. I can't remember. I think about Trinidad there in it. And Trinidad come out and say, yo, we don't have no nothing going on with the US and this and that and that. Fucking Prime Minister so like start making a Mary the Prime Minister see what they do. Nah. Out. Mr. President, what you doing? I left this place here, so bye. Yo, anyway, it was a pleasure being here with you guys. Like I said, if you watch the content so far, y'all know where y'all go. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button and put your post notification bell on if you haven't. Remember, run up the likes on this one here, sir, and drop those comments. Let me know what's your thoughts. I'm gonna try to reply to most of you guys' comments that I could. You understand? Peace and love until next time. See you guys. We out here, so.